Hello everyone, we are Gulacia Gustavo, Ibarra Emilce, Romero Alejandro, Salazar Antonella, Vargas Sergio y Villagra Miguel.
This is our story, and Tango Makes 3 by Justin Richardson and Peter Parnell, and here is our analysis.
About the authors. Justin Richardson is an American author. He said that we wrote the book to help parents teach children about homosexual parental families. It's no more an argument in favor of human-gay relationship. It is a call for children to swallow their fish whole or sleep on rocks. He was born in Greenwich Village in 1963 and grew up in Rockland Country. He is an assistant professor of psychiatry at Columbia and Cornell University. He received his medical degree from Harvard. Peter Parnell is an American Broadway and playwright whose plays has been produced at the Public Theater and Playwrights Horizon in New York City. He is a television writer and children's book author. He is also the vice president of the Dramatics Guild of American Professional Association of Playwrights, Composers, Lyricists, and Librettists. Peter was born in 1953 and he lives in New York City. They were set up on a blind date in 1994 by a mutual friend of them. They learn a lot about the book. They want to form a family like Roy and Silo, so they get a surrogate mother and one of the men fertilized the woman. The name of his daughter is Gemma Parnell Richardson, born in Massachusetts. And Tango Makes 3 is a non-fiction children's picture book intended for children aged 3 to 8. In one challenge relating to the genre of the book, and Tango Makes 3 was moved from the children's section to the adult non-fiction section in public libraries in Savannah and St. Joseph, Missouri. This change was made after parents made complaints about the book's placement in the children's picture book section. The change was made to not blindside readers. Background: the story was inspired by two male penguins, Roy and Silo, at the Central Park Zoo during mating season. Each penguin began pairing with another, and Roy and Silo paired with each other. Finding that many parents had trouble introducing the concept of homosexuality to their children, the couple thought a book such as "And Tango Makes 3" would make the conversation easier and create a more inclusive environment for future generations.
Repercussion. This book has won many awards, like being an ALA Notable Children's Book nominee in 2006, an ASPCA Henry Berg Children's Book Awards in 2005, and an Gustavus Meyer Outstanding Book Award in 2006. Controversy. This book was the most challenged book of 2006, 7, 8, and 10, and the second one in 2009, because this book talks about homosexuality, appearing anti-family, and being unsuited to its age group. There have been dozens of attempts to untangle Make 3 from the school and public library shelves. For example, in 2006 in Illinois at Shiloh Elementary School, parents suggested that the book should be checked out with parental permission, but the superintendent vetoed the matter. Other case in 2008 in California, 3 parents complained that the book was unsuitable for young children, so a school committee voted to retain it. In the same year in Maryland, parents requested that the book should be placed in a section for alternatives or non-traditional families. In 2009, in Missouri, parents complained about inappropriate human sexuality education and tried to indoctrinate children about sexuality. Influences. When this book was first published in 2005, caused quite a stir among parents and library patrons. This book is attempting to build people's attitudes from such a young age. Homosexuality, asexuality, any sort of sexuality should be openly accepted in the world. And it promotes intellectual freedom, helping readers to see different types of families. Summary. The book tells the story of two male penguins, Roy and Silo, who create a family together. They are given an egg, which they help hatch, and the story takes place at the Central Park Zoo in summer. The female chick that completes their family is consequently named Tango by the zookeepers. Themes. The first themes that we can observe is the LGBT inclusion. Mr. Gamsai gave the penguin couple an egg to form a family like the other couples. The other theme is family because Tango was the very first penguin in the zoo to have two daddies. Also, we can talk about adoption because Roy and Silo took care of an egg that belonged to other couple. And we can talk about acceptance because they did the same things the other families without exclusion. And finally, we can talk about diversity because there were different type of family in the zoo, like red panda families, monkey families, etc.
Placement. This picture is located on the left of the screen. It makes us think on the possibility of the shift or motion because the two penguins are taking care of an egg and waiting for it to incubate. They are waiting for their baby. Since it surely will change their lives, they also will take more responsibilities too. Style, watercolors, all aspects of the work are considered together in it. In this case, the illustrator uses colors, shapes, lines, and textures to show us a realistic nature picture. He combined watercolors. The shapes and placement of the picture make us pay more attention to all details. It means that everything has an important message. Here we can see three images. We selected because we link the shapes and figures with emotion and feelings. In the first one, we got the nest, and it is situated in the midground. Penguins are looking at it, waiting for an egg, but nothing happens with it. Then we got a rock that symbolizes an egg, and in the last one, we have an egg placed in the foreground. Penguins give it a lot of importance because it symbolizes for Roy and Silo the chance to build a family like the other couples in the zoo. Full page illustration. If we pay attention to this image, it has covered the full page. It means that time had happened. It gives us a sense of involvement or engagement. In this picture, the author wants to make readers get involved with the story, call their attention to make them feel part of the zoo. Many pictures cover full page. As soon as we go on reading, we get involved more and more with the story. Size. In this image, we have another example of the size, but in this case, it doesn't cover the full page. Here we have the egg in the foreground. It means that it is more important than everything in the background, in this case the penguins. It is important because the penguins and also the reader is expected about what will happen with them and the egg.
Qualities of picture books. Color. Most of the pictures are soft. It means that they are not sharp and crisp. Its color reflects nature and hue, because there are plants and many animals that appear to be real. They are combined with black that result in shades. It also presents a dark tone and the same saturation because there is not a pure color. Line. Fine. There is not a strongly line defined it. It is not easily to be perceived. Shapes. Horizontal. This picture shows to the reader a sense of stability and calm. If we observe this image, we can say that the two penguins feel comfortable and happy. They transmit peacefulness, they are relaxed, and they enjoy the moment together. Vertical. It has a vertical shape and suggests energy, movement, and life. Shape. Rounded. It suggests comfort and safety. We can observe that the nest has a rounded shape. It covers the rock. The two penguins take care of the nest, and the picture has a rounded shape that protects them.
Settings. If we observe the illustrations, we can see many buildings around, which means that they are in a big city. We can even see the Empire State, which tells us that they are located in New York. The setting of the rest of the story is specifically the Central Park Zoo. We can see people going in, and after that, we can get to know the families that lives in it. Body language. Let's look now at the body language. In these illustrations, we can appreciate two penguins spending time together. By their body language, we can see that they enjoy each other's company. They look happy and their expression express tranquility, peace, and we can see how they respect each other mutually. We can also see that in the other couples around in the zoo. Here we can notice that this time the expressions in Zulu and Roy's faces express confusion and sadness due to the discovery that in fact a rock is not an egg and no baby will come out of it. Finally, we can appreciate the moment when Tango was born. The look in their faces says it all. They look happy, excited, and calm. They know that now everything will be alright. They finally have a family. Light. In these illustrations, we can observe an overexposed lighting that indicates heat and openness. For a warm moment between this unique family in the Central Park Zoo, it is easily distinguishable that the penguins look calm, quiet, and comfortable. The light in these images creates a warm atmosphere. It suggests wonder, spirituality, and life itself.
Relationship between words and pictures. Enhancement. Words and pictures extend and expand on each other's meaning. If we pay attention to this image, we can observe that it lets the reader to understand better through pictures the different types of families. It also introduces the idea of diversity. Gender roles. Representation of gay lesbian characters. In this image, we have the representation of different penguin couples, and one of the couple presents gay characters that are Roy and Silo, and the keeper noticed it. Although it was not common for him because male penguins tended to find female penguins, he accepted them. They have a very important role because all the attention was paid on them. It was not something normal at the time. In this couple, they were attracted each other to what is termed discourse of action. Analysis. And Tango Makes 3. The male penguins need Tango to build a family. The zookeeper decided to call the baby Tango because it takes two to make a tango. And Tango Makes 3 means that they need each other to build a family. After reading the book, we were able to inform ourselves about other animals that choose to mate with others of the same sex. Some, like albatrosses and gulls, often steal eggs to raise their young. In other zoos around the world, there are other penguins that did the same thing as Roy and Silo, like Skipper and Ping in Berlin, Sven and Magic in Australia, and Electra and Viola from the Oceanographic of Valencia. And Tango Make 3 deals with the problem that same-gender couples have to face when they want to start a family, how they will be seen by society, and the support toward their decision. As in this book, the zookeepers help Silo and Roy to satisfy their parental instinct. And Tango Makes 3, which is aimed to a child audience, tries to make children understand that families can be formed not only by a man and a woman, and that homosexual marriages can fulfill the roles of parents in the same way, because love among its members is the most important thing in a family, and gender should not be an obstacle.